Now, to preface, because I've been doing that lately, there was a certain documentary that I'm going to get a lot of shit about that took me 3 days to watch. Then I actually watched a reaction video with the subject of this on one of my favorite YouTube channels. What the fuck? At the risk of copyright.
Look at this Poyo rip. Is this Bauer?
No, that's Nickelback.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this. Oh, God. Now I just sang it to myself in my head. You asshole. So, James, we're going to go a little off the cuff tonight. And we referenced watching a video before the show. So, James, your first name in the Wisey Translator is John Cena.
You mean John Cena?
I knew you were going to do that, too.
He ain't the GOAT, but he's up there. And
is he on Mount Rushmore?
What's that?
Is he on the mountain?
I got to say yes. You don't win. I mean, even though we say whatever you want about, the sport, but 16 titles. He sold more merchandise than anyone in history. Granted, a lot of that is because of the younger demographic that they were, catering to. And Alex, we love you. You're absolutely right. If you had to put them head to head, he is far and away a better actor than the shitty bald-headed one who beat his ass at WrestleMania this past year. Michael,
who you got for me?
Your first name in the Wisey Translator tonight. We talked about the end of one career. We've actually saw earlier today, very early today, the end of another one. Andy Murray.
The only Brit tennis player I've ever even wanted to watch. Did you see Sue Barker came out to his final match at center court at Wimbledon?
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. And listen, let's talk about he won there, right? He win Wimbledon.
He won twice, and I want to say he also won the U.S. Open once. So he's got 3 majors.
Yeah, Andy Murray, the best British tennis player last 40 years, maybe more. Because Laver was Australian.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember when he won Wimbledon, and it was the first time in forever that a British player had won at the All England Club. Look, it's our childhood's gone, dude. So, Jim, I am going to go another one right up your alley. And your second name in the Wisey Translator is the newest highly paid player in the NBA, Jayson Tatum.
I mean, you figure we actually had to wait all those years for LeBron to become the highest paid player, for being the best player in the league. Now it finally works out that the best player in the NBA is the highest paid of all time. Is he going to live up to that contract? There is no indicator that tells me he will not.
No, I agree with you.
Because he's getting better.
Yeah, and he's young enough that he's barely in his prime. He's got a great team around him. He's got a great front office. He's got a good head coach. Everything's coming up roses for Boston right now.
Everything's coming up roses for him. He's got that record deal. He's coming off of a championship. They're poised to build basically a new dynasty. And his childhood best friend just won the Stanley Cup.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Okay. Michael, your second name in the Wisey Translator, it's in your neck of the woods. It's a little bit of a sore spot for who he actually used to head up, but made a return after a very long absence. Bobby Cox.
I hate that little fucking troll, but he had the best ejection story ever. Have you heard the one about Smoltz in Cincinnati?
It's been quite a few years. Please refresh.
All right, so Hunter Wendelstedt is umpiring third base, and of course, his father Harry was an umpire for years. And Smoltz gives up a hit to Brett Boone when Booney was with Cincinnati. Booney goes for 3. Chipper tags him. He's safe. He comes off the bag. Chipper holds a tag. Smoltz comes running in from the pitcher's mound to show Hunter that he held the tag. Hunter steps on Smoltz's foot. He bumps him. Smoltz gets run. Well, here comes Bobby Cox screaming and yelling. And Hunter says he bumped me. And he goes, Hunter, you couldn't make a pimple on your daddy's ass. Chipper puts the glove over his face and is losing his shit. Bobby gets run.
In other news, Bobby getting run, water's wet and sky's blue.
And Aaron Boone is the biggest bitch in baseball.